No, I'm starting. Hello, everyone. Today's class for chair yoga is called communication. So it is very important for you to be communicating with your body and how it feels in any pose that you're doing. So make sure that you are assessing as we go along. Again, if something hurts, then stop and don't do it. Find an alternative way of doing it, a safer way for your personal practice, or just do another exercise that you know is okay for you. If you have a blanket, you can't see my blanket. I'm going to adjust this down a little bit. I just have it down in front of the chair. And you don't have to. This is because I have short legs and it helps to keep my knees at a nice 90-degree angle here. So just a few inches up is good for me. If you're a tall person, find a taller chair because we want our knees at a 90-degree angle. We don't want them down like this or way up in the air like that. We want a nice 90-degree angle. So that's a pretty good fit for me. So if you have a strap today, you can use it, and I'll show you how. You don't have to have it, but sometimes it just adds a little more dimension to the exercise or the pose. So you can have that handy. So let's go ahead and begin by just sitting up nice and tall. And we're going to do some warm-ups before we begin the poses. And today's focus is on the abs. So it's going to be a series of poses that target our abs. And it's all done in the chair. No sit-ups required here. So you don't have to get on the floor. And I'm sure that we're also going to be working some of the low back muscles because those are all tied in with our abs. And in order to have strong back muscles, we have to have strong abs. And to have strong abs, we have to have strong back muscles. So let's go ahead and just begin some light warm-ups. And we're just going to pull in the knee to chest. And we'll just do about 5 on each side. So I'm just going to inhale, and as I exhale, bring the knee up. You can hold behind the leg, which is safer for the knee. There's 3, 4, and just whatever you're doing, making sure that you're sitting up nice and tall. Last one, 5. That just was to warm up our joints here. And then we're going to take and get up on your tiptoe and roll your foot around in a circle around the outside edge. This is another reason why it's good if you have short legs like I do, that you have a blanket underneath, because that brings it up a little bit higher. My leg up a little higher. And then reverse that. And then go to the left side. Just raise up to the tiptoe, circle in towards the inside of the foot, the outside, back up to the tiptoe, around, going around the heel, the outside of the foot, up on the tiptoe, one more circle around that way, and then reverse. Two, and last one, 3. And I'm going to sit forward just a little bit, and I'm going to raise my knee up and just go out to the side. 2, 3, 4, 5. And then the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just warming up the joints. Let's see, what else do I have down here? We want to do some ankle circles, so we're going to lift the leg up a little bit. If you need to hold your leg, hold it. If you don't, use your muscles, which is always good. And we're going to circle the ankles 2, 3, 4, 5, and reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The right foot down, lift the left leg up and circle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and bring that to stillness. And then we'll do just some straight leg out and in. We'll just stay on with the right leg. 2, when you push your foot out, flex it so you get a nice stretch to the hamstring. 3, 4, 5. Left side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. And we're going to do just some circles with our leg. So I'm just going to start with the right leg and circle 1, 2, 3, 4. Make sure you're sitting up straight. 5, and reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and left leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So just sit up nice and straight and take a nice deep breath, which should make you lift up a little higher and straighter. As we inhale, we'll put our arms up. And exhale. And again, inhale up. And exhale. And let's warm our shoulders up a little bit by doing some shoulder rolls. 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we'll bring the arms up and we'll do some, remember the old airplane exercises that we had to do? Maybe you didn't have to, but we did. We're just going to circle our arms, little circles. And then reverse that. And then we're going to go big circles. 1, 2, 3. If you have shoulder issues, do your circles like this, or even just little bitty ones. If you do not have any shoulder issues, you can do the full circle and then reverse. But putting your elbows on your shoulders really protects the shoulders. So even if you think you might be having some shoulder issues, do yours with the hands on the shoulders. You're like a mini plane. Okay. And let's see. Let's do, oh, this is where I was going to use the strap. So if you have a strap, it kind of helps. I'm going to put the strap around our feet. And we're going to that straight. There we go. So I have this around both feet, and I'm going to sit back to the back of my chair so that I have some support. And I'm going to take and put both legs out. I think I need my strap a little bigger. If you do not have a strap, I'll show you how to do that next. Oh, I got it too small. Well, if you do not have a strap, you're just going to sit back like this and put your legs out, which is a little bit harder. If you have the strap, you can kind of hold your legs, but you can hold your legs here. Sorry about this. Got to adjust the strap. Need it a little bigger than I thought. So, legs in the middle of the strap. Put the straps together and then hold it. And if you have the strap, you'll see how much easier this is. And we're just going to hold the legs here, and we're going to go side to side. This gets a good hamstring stretch that you might not get without it. Because you can adjust, you can pull it up for a little further stretch, or you can keep it out. Or if your legs are not that flexible at all, you can bring up one leg at a time. It doesn't give the same hamstring. You could hold it this way for a little hamstring stretch. You may have to have your leg here. Wherever you have your leg, that's perfect for you. And you may even have your leg, you'd have to sit forward a little bit this way. If you feel safer this way, we're just doing a little inner thigh. And if you flex your feet, you get a little more on the hamstring. So those are all the different alternatives. And then we'll bring that to stillness. I hope you tried one or maybe all of them, and at least one of them was a fit for you. So sitting up nice and tall, we're going to just stretch the neck down and look to the right, swing it back to the left, and just do swing, 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 swing. Very gentle. Everything is very gentle that we're doing. And then bring the head up, and then we're going to just look to the right and then to the left. Try to keep your shoulders facing forward. I don't think I'm moving my shoulders. It's just my neck. We're going to move the torso in a minute. But for right now, we're just stretching the neck muscles very gently. Sitting up nice and tall. It's just sitting up nice and tall is a good practice for your back muscles. And last one to the left. Good job. Oh, I forgot to do some of our arm work warm up. So we're going to go ahead and do those. We should have done those when we did our airplane. So arms straight out in a T. And we're just going to go up and down. Big up and downs. Again, shoulder issues this way. Or if real shoulder issues, just do some up and downs like this. Whichever way works best for you. Depending on what you have going on with your body at this time. And then we're just going to do some pulses. Really tighten your arms up. Make a fist, which then should tighten up the triceps and the biceps and the forearms. And then bring that to stillness. Bring the arms in and out. In and out. When you go out, really tighten the muscles and relax. Exhale out, tighten. Inhale in, exhale out and tighten. Inhale in, exhale out and tighten. Okay, good job. I think that was all my arms. And then we're going to do a chicken wings. I call it chicken wings. I don't know what else it is, but you just have your hands here by your shoulders, and we're just going to try to press our elbows back so it looks like a chicken wing. And let's do about 6 or 7 of these. 3. This feels so good. Do that upper back. 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, we did 7. That's good. Okay. And then we're going to do a few cat, dog. I thought I was going to say cat, cow. I almost did, but it's a cat, dog. If you've seen puppy pose, it's kind of like it's the puppy pose of the dog. But we're going to do our cat. I'll turn sideways so you can see me, how my back is moving. And it's just sitting up nice and tall to begin with. Inhale and exhale into cat. And when you're doing this, instead of trying to move the spine, try and like you're pressing your ribs back, which will move the spine into a cat back. And then exhale into puppy or dog. I'm just going to be looking up and cat. Exhale into puppy. Seated puppy pose. And inhale and exhale to cat. Inhale, and on your next exhale into our dog puppy pose. You ever see a puppy who gets its head down on the ground, its butt's up in the air, and it wiggles because they're so excited? Your next exhale, going to cat for our last round. Take a couple of full rounds of breath here. Exhale into puppy pose. Seated puppy pose. And relax. I'm going to turn my chair back around, and my eye is watering. I've got all the windows open. I don't know if there's something outside, but I'll just wipe that tearing off. We're going to do some torso circles. And we're going to place our hands behind our ears. And we're sitting up nice and straight. And I have my knees, if I were on a mat, I would say mat width apart, wider than your hips. Just up here. And we're just going to circle the torso. Oh gosh, that feels so good. And we're going to go 3, 4, 5, and reverse. 1, 2, kind of like you when you used to do the hula hoop. 3, 4, 5. Remember the hula hoop? And we really got our hips and everything moving. So that's kind of what we're doing. We should call it hula hoop circles. Now we're going to begin to do our ab work. Before we begin, I'm going to give you a muscle memory to remember. We're going to practice it, let's maybe 10 times here before we even get into doing the pose with the ab work. So take your knees so they're hip width apart, 90 degrees. And we're going to, there's a couple ways that you can pretend that you're putting a corset on and you're having to suck your abs in. You can pretend that you're pulling on those 70s tight jeans that, remember, they had no stretch. I'm so thankful for spandex now. And you've got to get that last suck up to get them zipped. Why we wore them so tight, I don't know. God, they had to be uncomfortable, but back then I guess we didn't notice it. So that's the thing to keep in your mind of how to do it. And when I say tighten your core, I'm talking about the abs, or I may say tighten your abs. It's the same thing. So let's inhale and exhale. And on this next inhale, tighten the abs like you're trying to pull up that corset girdle. Men didn't wear those things, or tight jeans. I guess men did wear tight jeans in the 80s, but I don't even think spandex was back in then. So hold it, hold it, hold it, and then relax. We're going to do 10 ab core tightening before we start any pose, so that you know how to tighten before you're trying to figure out to get into a pose and then tighten. So let's inhale, exhale, and then inhale, tight, 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 release. Inhale and exhale. On your next inhale, tight, 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 release. And I think you can see my stomach kind of concaves in. I wish it would stay that way all the time. Makes you look about 10 pounds lighter, I think. But you can't walk around that way with your stomach sucked in and holding your breath. But for our purposes, we're going to exercise that way. So inhale, tight, 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 and exhale. Inhale, tight, tight, and we're holding it. Really hold those abs tight. Contract them, and exhale, release. Inhale, tight, 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 and release. Inhale, tighten, tighten, tighter, and release. Inhale, tight, 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 release. I don't know about you, but I'm really starting to feel like I've been doing sit-ups. My abs are, I'm feeling it. We'll do 2 more. I forgot to count, but I think that's about 8. Inhale and tighten, tighten, tightest ever, and release. Inhale, tight, 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 and release. Woo! I really tightened up that time. So now you get the idea. When I say engage or tighten the core, or engage or tighten the abs, that's the sensation I'm wanting you to feel, is that sucking in, holding the muscle, and holding it there. So let's begin with, and we did some of the warm-ups with the knee raises, but we're going to do it this time concentrating on our abs and thinking about tightening the ab muscles as we raise our knee up. So it will just be an inhale, tighten, lift the knee up, and hold, 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 and release. Go to the left. Inhale, up, tight, 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 and release. Try to keep your back straight. I felt like I hunched over that time. Maybe I'll turn sideways and you can see if I'm hunching. So it's inhale, raise the knee up, tighten your abs, tight, 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 and release. And left side, inhale, up, tighten, tight, tight, and release. I think that was 2. 1 more. We're going to do 3. Inhale, tighten, tight, tight. It also makes me tighten my hamstring and release. Left leg. Inhale, tight, 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 and release. Ooh, that's a lot of work. I'm starting to sweat already. So after our knee raises, our knee lifts, let's try 2 more let's try 5 more by not letting your foot come to the mat or your floor or the blanket in between. So raise your knee up, tighten, tighten, tighten. Don't lower it down all the way. Have it about 2 inches from the blanket. Inhale up, tight, 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 release. Inhale up, tight, 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 release. That was 3, 4, up, tight, 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 release. And last one, inhale and tighten those abs, tighten, 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 and place the right foot on the surface. Now to the left side. I really feel a difference. That right ab, I felt like was working more than the left, I think, because of holding the leg up. So inhale, tighten, keep your foot flexed, tighten, back up straight. I was hunching, tighten, tighten, and release. Inhale, knee up, tighten those abs, 2, 3, release. 3, up, tight, 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 release. 4, up, tight, 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 release. Last one, make it your best. Tighten, up, tight, 2, 3, tighten, and release. Whew. I hope that you're getting the ab workout I feel like I'm getting for my core strength here. Now we're going to do a twist and knee lift. And again, tightening the abs. And how the twist and knee lift goes is we're going to place our hands behind our ears. We're going to lift our right leg. And we're going to twist over like we're trying to twist to our knee. We're not going to try to touch it. You can if you want. But I think it's best if you're just twisting straight instead of doing this, because we want to use the abs, not the back. So try and just lift, twist, and tighten your abs at the same time. Here we go. We're going to do 5 on each side. So lift, twist, and tight, tight, tight. That's hard. And down. Inhale up, twist, tighten those abs, tighten. We're getting a little oblique work in here, and release. Lift, tighten, 3, 2, 1, release. Inhale up, twist, 4, 2, 3, and release. Counting is really crazy, isn't it? Last one. I'm trying to count the number we're doing and then to hold it for a count of 3. Lift up, twist, 5, 3, 2, 1, and release. I think that was a better count that way. Here we go. Left side. Knee up. We're going to twist to the left. Remember just to be turning the torso. Pull the abs in. 2, 3, 1, release. Number 2, up, twist, tighten your abs. 2, 3, and release. 3, twist, tighten, tighten, tightest, and release. 4, lift, twist, tighten, hold those abs in and up, and release. Last one, make it your best. Lift up, twist, tighten, 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 and release. And also remember, anytime that you say, I've had enough, just rest and take a few deep breaths. You don't have to do as many as I'm doing, or maybe you want to do more while I'm talking. For our next one, we're going to do a both knee lift, and we'll do that one 5 times. And this one, you're going to have to sit back a little bit, hold on to the sides of your chair so that you are grounded. And we're just going to sit up nice and straight, engage your abs or your core, and lift. 2, 3, 1, release. Inhale up, exhale as you tighten, 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 and release. Inhale up, tighten those abs, really engage your core, and release. 3, tighten, 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 and release. I think I said 4. Last one, make it your best. Lift up, tighten your core, engage your abs, hold it, hold it, hold it, and release. Good job, everybody. Okay, next we will do our obliques. So for this one, we have our hands behind our head again, and we're just going to go over to the side. It's a good side oblique stretch. But instead of just letting our bodies just roll over to the side, we're going to engage the core. And how it feels to me is when I engage it, it feels like I'm pushing my belly button back into my backbone, which then lifts the lower abs and makes all of this nice and tight. So do that as we do our oblique stretch. So lift, belly button to the back, hold it, hold it, hold it, and release. Now to the left, engage your core, dip to the left. Really hold that. I really feel that right here, especially when I tighten my ab. And return to center. 2, hold it, engage, 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 and up. To the left. Hold, hold, hold. I'm holding my abs in and up. Pretend those jeans just won't zip and you just got to suck in one more breath. To the right, engage your abs. 2, 3, and release. And engage, dip, engage, 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 and release. And 4, hold it, hold it, hold it. I hope that you have your back nice and straight, your head over your shoulders, because with the hands behind the ears, don't put it on your head. If you keep it on your ears, you're not going to be pushing your head forward, okay? I just found myself doing that, and I was like, no, we don't want to do that. So inhale, engage the abs, dip over, 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 and release. Last one, inhale, engage, exhale as you go over, keep them pulled in. It's hard when you exhale to keep the abs pulled in, and up. Last one to the left, engage your core, dip over, hold, 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 and release. Good job. Now we're going to have a wide glide navigation with the arms. I don't know what to call it. We're going to have the arm straight. This one we did airplane. And we're just going to glide glide. See, I'm keeping my arms straight and I'm just bending the torso at the waist. Make sure that you're engaging your core, since this is a core ab workout. We're going to do about 10 on each side. I think this is halfway there. This is an easier one. Really engage. 6. When I'm gliding to the side, I'm pulling the abs in and up. In and up. Relaxing. In and up. Relaxing. In and up. Relaxing. We're not holding it as much this time. Let's do 2 more. To the right. To the left. Really hold the abs up and in. Hold. Left. Last one. And down. That's also for our arms and our upper back. But if you engaged your abs correctly, you're working all this abdominal area. Now we're going to do a little bit for our back muscle, because that is important in strengthening our abs. So we're going to inhale the hands behind the ears and exhale as we twist to the right. So again, behind the ears, I'm just touching my ears. If it's on my head, I tend to tip my head forward, and I don't want to do that because that's not keeping my back lined up and the muscles where they need to be. Feet wider than the hips, or just on the outside of my chair. That's a good way to put it if you're in a chair. Instead of mat width apart, it's chair width apart. And we're just going to twist over to the right and down. And then come back up. Very slowly, center, twist over to the right. And remember, when you're coming down, you're engaging your core and your abs. We're still engaging the abs. 2. And relax them up here. Engage as I exhale over. Back to center. Twist. Engage as I'm twisting down. This is for our back. You should feel those back muscles really stretching and working. To the center. Twist to the left. Engage and over and up. And last one. To the right and up. Inhale, exhale as you engage your core. Zipping up, pulling up those jeans, and come up to center. Good job. Now we're going to lean back into the chair and find your tall, tall back. This is actually a chair forward bend. But before we just flop ourselves over, we're going to have our feet, bring them back into hip width apart so that they're lined up with your hip bone, your knees, right here. And I'm going to sit up nice and straight. I'm going to sit back more towards the back of the chair. And I think it helps if we just take a nice long inhale up with our arms, which then makes our back really tall and straight. Here's our nice tall back, and then we're just going to fold over. And this may be where you fold over and stop. It is very important that when we are doing this, the back is remaining straight as a board. Pretend that it cannot bend or anything. If you're doing this, it looks like you're really over there, but all you're doing is rolling your back down into a cat pose, which that's not what we want to do. We want to do a nice, just a forward, so that our back muscles are working to hold the spine in a nice straight line. And that's how we strengthen our back muscles, along with our abs. And as you're folding over, you can engage your core. and then come up. So let's do these. We're going to do 10 of these forward folds. I'm going to turn my chair because that is hitting my leg and that is uncomfortable. Because I want you to make sure that you are thinking about engaging the abs, thinking about engaging the whole back to keep the spine straight so that you're bending forward, just bending forward, rolling the abs up, and you're not doing this. That's not going to do anything for your abs, and it may make your back hurt or your neck. Here we go. So inhale up and forward fold. Try to keep your sit bones in the chair. You can have your arms up. They can be down or at your waist. I like to kind of put them here to remind me to pull those abs in. And then return to center. Inhale up. And forward fold over. Bring my hands here to remind me about my core work. And also when I'm doing this, I feel my glutes tightening and my hamstrings tightening to keep me in the chair from tipping forward. And then return to center. In fact, I'm going to move my blanket around because I need a little bit. There, that's a little better. Inhale up. This is 4. Over. Touching my side of my abs as I engage them and return to center. This time I'm not going to take my arms up. I'm just going to keep them here. Engaging my abs. Just putting my fingertips here reminds me to push my abs back. Don't physically push them back. Push them back with your muscles. Here we go. Inhale. Exhale over. Nice and slow. Sit bones, ischial tuberosities glued to the chair. Abs are moving with muscular strength. I feel stronger every time I do it. Inhale, exhale over. This is 6. Exhale up. Inhale. Engage the core. Exhale over. Really pull the abs. Make your glutes strong. Take a breath. And on your next exhale, return to center. I think that was 7, 2 more, or 3 more, sorry. Inhale. Number 8. Return to center. Inhale, exhale over. 9. Really pull the abs. Strengthen your leg muscles. Return to center. And last one, inhale. Exhale, engage your core as you bend forward. Each time I felt like I just naturally went over a little bit further because my back is starting to warm up and I'm feeling more engagement in my glutes because I'm getting, there's not so much to think about. That's why we want to do muscle memory and then return to center. If we can isolate one muscle group and do it several times, then it kind of comes automatically as we think about the other things we need to do, like tightening the glutes and sitting up straight and all that stuff. I'm going to turn back around here. After that, we're going to take a moment just to have a little break. We're just going to do a few gentle shoulder rolls. And while we're sitting here, think about your abs. And if you want to engage them, you can. If you want to let them all hang out, you can. Maybe they're tired. Just some gentle shoulder rolls. And I'm kind of massaging my thighs with my fingertips as my hands roll up and down. That feels really nice. And let's do a little bit of tapping. So take your fingertips on the right hand and tap right in the center below the hollow part of your neck, where that fleshy part is. Tap right below that. That helps to stimulate your thymus gland. And then we're just going to go up and over around the collarbone to the left. And then back up around the neck, the shoulder blade, and back up on the shoulder. And then one more time up and over. And then switch hands. And go up and around to the shoulder. Oh, Tet's going to join us. He's getting in his bed. It's called a certicouch. He has a certicouch. Go up around the collarbone to the back. Around the shoulder. Back to the middle of your chest. Up around the collarbone. Over the shoulder. Right between where that really feels good there. Now let's take our right hand and we're going to go down our arm. I have to be careful. I got stung by yellow jackets yesterday and my arm is kind of swollen there. So I'm going to go on the outside of that. I was doing yoga in the park and I didn't know there was a yellow jacket on my sleeve. I had long sleeves on because it was cool. Now take your left hand, we're going to go down the right arm. And I prefer that you go down right the middle of your arm because that's the meaty part, which feels really good. Anyway, I guess it was on my arm, and when I went to roll over, it just attacked me. I had 2 puncture wounds, and I knew there were some yellow jackets circling around, so it got me. And I haven't been stung by a yellow jacket. I don't even know if I was ever stung by a yellow jacket, but it really hurts. It felt like someone had injected poison. Well, I guess it is. They injected poison in me. Oh, I just feel like I need to kind of massage my face a little. Well, anyway, today I woke up. I put vinegar on it when I got home. And it's all swollen this morning. Kind of itchy. And let's tap our head. We're just taking a break from those abs. Every once in a while I think about them and I make them tight. Because that's the beauty of doing a yoga. And you can bring that to stillness. Theme is that even when you aren't actively thinking about it, you're internally thinking about it and just naturally doing it. So that's why we want to develop that muscle memory. Now let's widen the legs to the outside of the chair, really wide. And we're going to do a wide-legged forward fold sitting. There's a wide-legged forward fold standing. We're going to do a wide-legged forward fold sitting, which uses a whole different set of muscles in the back, more of the side muscles, and a little bit of a balance, because when you're forward folding without your legs to stop you, you have to kind of really engage those hamstrings and calves to keep you stable so you don't topple forward and then back up. And again, don't forget to engage your core. So here we go. Let's do 10 of these. Inhale and exhale as you engage the core and forward fold. Inhale up, 1. Exhale, forward, 2. Inhale up. Exhale, forward, 3. Inhale up. Exhale, forward, 4. Inhale up. Exhale forward. 5. Are you remembering to engage the abs? I haven't said it, but I'm thinking it and I'm doing it. Engage, 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 and exhale up. Inhale up. When I'm talking, I forget. If I'm just doing it, concentrating on what I need to do, but talking, sometimes I say exhale and I mean inhale. Sorry about that. Inhale and exhale forward. Inhale up. Exhale forward, because we want a fluid movement as you're engaging the core. I'm really pulling my low abs up. I'm really got some strength in my legs here. Inhale up. Exhale forward. Now I've lost count. I need a counter. I need someone to be counting for me. Inhale up. We'll do one more. Exhale forward. You should really feel this in your legs too. Inhale up, because when I'm going forward, it's like I'm getting ready to maybe engage my legs to stand, but I'm not going to stand. But you can see how I'm lifting up just a little bit. That is what is helping with your balance. And that strengthens the glutes and all the way up into that lower lumbar. So we're strengthening as we do that. We're going to do a pulse in this position. So just place your hands gently on your thighs, engage your abs, and forward fold and pulse. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and come up. We're going to do that 3 more times, 6 pulses. Inhale. Lean forward, engaging, pulse. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale up. Last one. Exhale forward as you engage your abs, engage your legs, and pulse. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale up. And bring your knees together. And we're going to do a few just inhale the arms up and exhale the arms down. We'll do 3 of those. So I'm just going to have my feet hip width apart. Inhale up. Exhale down. Breathing is also a good abdominal exercise if you're deep breathing. Inhale up. Exhale down. This time, instead of raising your arms up, I want you to put your arms on your lower abs and make sure that you're breathing deep into the lowest part. So inhale. Your belly should feel like it's really getting big and coming out. And then exhale. Now my fingertips are getting closer together. Inhale. Spreading apart. Exhale. One more. Inhale. And exhale. Really pressing, engaging the abs there. We're going to do a simple twist, which is also good for the low back and for all of the back. So for our simple twist, let's move forward in the chair just a little bit. We're going to inhale, raising the right arm up. Exhale it back into the back of the chair. It's just draping over the back of the chair as we're twisting around. And my left hand is coming to rest on the outside of my right thigh. Simple twist, back straight. and we'll do a flow. You can watch as I finish the flow, and then we'll do it all together. So I'm going to inhale, twist over to the left, exhale, inhale, and I'm in the center here, and then I exhale to the right. Okay, let's go together. Inhale up, exhale as we twist and lay our arms, the right on the back of the chair, the left on our right outside thigh. Really pull the abs in. Inhale up. I'm in center. Exhale over to the left. Engaging the core. Inhale up. Center. Exhale to the right. This is 2. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale. Four. Inhale up. Exhale to the left. When I do my exhale over here, I'm actually just pausing with my breath being held, and then I do an inhale. Up and exhale. Last one to the right. Pull on those abs. Inhale up. Exhale to the left. Pull, 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 and face forward. And you can do a, let's just do a minute of Shavasana. And I'm going to do a little guided breathing at the end here. And as we're doing the breathing, I want you to, I'll say inhale, and we'll go to the count of 4, and then we'll pause, and then exhale through our mouth to the count of 4. And we'll do 5 rounds of that. I won't be able to do it with you, I don't think, because it's hard to count, but I'll see what I can do. So inhale through the nose, 2, 3, 4, pause. Exhale through the mouth, 2, 3, 4, pause. Inhale through the nose, 2, 3, 4, pause. Exhale through the mouth, 2, 3, 4, pause. It's nice to close your eyes during this. Inhale through the nose, 2, 3, 4, pause. Exhale through the mouth, 2, 3, 4, pause. Inhale through the nose, 2, 3, 4, pause. Exhale through the mouth, 2, 3, 4, pause. Inhale through the nose, 2, 3, 4, pause. Exhale through the mouth, 2, 3, 4, pause. And then this is just a moment to take for yourself, and we'll just have some stillness with our eyes closed for about 1 minute. And then just gently start flooding your eyes open. It's always good to take a moment of Shavasana at the end of a yoga routine because it helps to let the body settle into all of the poses that we've done, and you will get a lot more benefit if you do it that way. And like I said, today's class is called Communication. And communication is a vital link between your interior experience and outward expression. Willingness to share your feelings and thoughts can engage you in more meaningful relationships with yourself, others, and your environment. Then I found a pretty cool quote. Yoga, it's a beautiful art of communication with your body. It's a language used to speak up with your body parts. And that is by Vidyashri V. Kumar. So let's rub our hands together to bring some warmth and energy into our palms. Gently place that near our heart center and bow our heads. And I honor the light in you and ask that you honor the light in others as you pass through this day or this evening, whatever time you do this yoga class. And maybe think about communicating in a different way than you normally would as you meet people throughout your day. Namaste. Thank you, everyone, for coming. I hope you enjoy the class. I, of course, welcome all positive feedback, and I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed putting the class together for you. See you next week. Ta-ta for now.